I'm Death Arrow, and this is a WoT I'm Thinking Debrief for the week of January 6, 2013. When the 8.1 patch was released, premium ammo became available for credits. This is a pretty big paradigm shift for the developers, as previously premium ammo could only be purchased with gold and was generally referred to as gold rounds. There has always been a stigma attached with using premium ammo in pub matches because many players consider it paying to win. Now that premium ammo can be purchased for credits, there has definitely been an increase in premium round usage. The developers claim that it's only increased by 1 round per match, but I'm not so sure I believe that. While I generally don't spam premium rounds, I do carry at least a few rounds on every tank just in case I happen to need them. Slinging a lot of premium ammo is counterproductive as it eats into your potential credit earnings due to the significantly higher cost. Unsurprisingly, there's still a stigma against premium round usage in pub matches, as some players still see it as a crutch and will complain about other players using it against them. Now that premium ammo can be purchased with credits, the playing field has been leveled so that any player can use them anytime they want. Generally speaking, premium ammo is not game-breaking. The rounds still bounce, do non-penetrating and critical hits just as often and randomly as regular rounds. It also isn't enough of an advantage to completely negate armor. You just can't point and shoot for the most part. Although, there is one type of premium round that is game-breaking, and that's heat rounds. Specifically, heat rounds on certain guns like the 105mm SPH M4L23 on the M4 Sherman, the 10.5cm STUH 42L28 on the Hetzer, Stug 3, and Jagdpanzer 4, and the 152mm M10 on the KV2. On these guns and a few others, premium heat rounds are devastating. They allow these tanks to regularly one-shot tanks of equal or lesser tier. With regular HE rounds, these guns can be devastating as well, but require the shell to impact on a weak spot to achieve maximum effect. Heat rounds have higher penetration values, and this will deliver that maximum effect much more often. We'll explore the effects of heat rounds in the match of the week. The replay that we'll be looking at is from January 6th on Murovanka in my M4 Sherman. As noted on the loading screen, this is a standard battle. Reviewing tank composition for this battle reveals the following. This is a Tier 5 battle, with 5 Tier 5s on my team and 6 on the enemy team. My team has 6 Tier 4s, with the enemy team having 5. Both teams have 3 Tier 3s and a single Tier 3 arty piece. The enemy team having an extra Tier 5 cannot be overlooked, as Tier 5s are significantly more effective than Tier 4s, and it doesn't help matters that the extra Tier 5 is a heavy. I don't recognize anyone in this battle. I've spawned at the southwestern base. The purpose of this replay is to show the devastating effects of heat ammunition in combination with the Sherman's 105mm gun. I have 16 heat rounds loaded on this tank, and I plan to use them exclusively in this match. Tactically, I have 2 options. I can go due east and utilize the hills and stand at trees at H9 to snipe into the forest, or I can go north and utilize the bushes and hills. Either option affords many good hull down spots for me to abuse.
Time to roll out.
We spotted a T-50 at D5, continuing to move north. The enemy is making a strong northern push with 8 tanks currently spotted, including 4 of their top tier tanks. I plan to use the hill here for cover and hold down opportunities. Trying to find a target that's out in the open here. Not really seeing anything yet. Line up the T-50. Get a hit. Got more enemies moving up, so I'll have some more opportunities. Lining up the M2. Knock him down. The M2 medium has an open top, and HE would have been just as devastating as heat rounds. Line up the KV1, take a blind shot. It was not a hit. Trying to line up the 2 enemies that are behind that building there. Line up the BDR right now. My round flies over the BDR and hits the M4 behind him. Lining up the BDR again. I hit him in the side. If you look at the sniper view, you can see how odd the shell travel path is with this gun as my shot arcs over the BDR. The shells also have low velocity. The BDR is now hid behind the building. I am backing up here. A distracted KV-1 recklessly charges our T-40, giving me the opportunity to shoot at his flanks. Charging like this is unadvised. Heavy tanks are not invulnerable. Hit him in the flank and knock him down. BDR is nosing out a little bit. Trying to line him up here. I miss. Got a Cruiser 4 on the other side of the hill. Looks like he doesn't see me. Knock him down. Got an M4 in the open. Line him up. Knock him down. All we see left on this flank is an M4, T-82, and a Churchill 1. I'm lining up the other M4. As mentioned earlier, the shell velocity is low, as it took a while for the shot damage to register. Take a hit and I repair my engine with my repair kit. Now moving up. We have a 6-tank lead. Creeping up over the hill here to get rear flanks on the Churchill 1. Come over the top of the hill, line them up. Hit. It's down to 61 hit points. Line them up for the kill. Heat rounds, while devastating, will bounce and cause no damage pens just like normal rounds. Lining up the Churchill again. Another no damage pen. And our Churchill 1 knocks him down. Continuing to move up. I've now fired 14 heat shells in this match. Lining up the artillery. He gets knocked down by our M37 before I can get the shot off. Trying to line up the Hetzer. Miss my shot. Take a blind fire, but our Su-85B knocked him down before my shot got off. I am now out of heat rounds. I've used all 16 that I was carrying. I continue to advance. While I've used up all of my heat rounds, HE is just as effective when used properly. An open-top T-40 is food for this gun. Knock him down, and we win the match. Looking at the after action screens, I destroyed 5 tanks, damaged 4 more, hit 12 of 17 shots, which included firing 16 premium heat shells, did 2,673 points of damage, and earned 1,971 experience, which earned an Ace Tanker badge. You'll also notice that even with firing 16 premium rounds, I still earned 33,938 credits. This is due to the credit bonus that was being run for the M4 Sherman this past weekend. Normally, firing that many premium rounds will end up costing you more credits than you earned. 2,673 points of damage is an extreme amount of damage in a Tier 5 match. The enemy team had a hit point total of 5,635 hit points, which means that I personally accounted for 47.4% of the damage done in the match by my team. For the sake of comparison, in a Tier 10 match with 5 Tier 10s per side, 6 Tier 9s, and 4 Tier 8 arty, this would be equivalent to doing approximately 12,000 points of damage. As I said before, an extreme amount of damage. Overall, this match showcases how devastating heat rounds are in the 105mm gun on the M4 Sherman. As previously mentioned, I outputted an extreme amount of damage in this match, much more than I likely would have gotten with regular HE rounds. Even with exclusive use of premium rounds, I still had to utilize smart tactics. In this match, I took full advantage of my hull down opportunities. Terrain abuse is the mainstay of any tank with decent gun depression and minimizes your tank's exposure to return fire. Thank you for watching this WoT I'm Thinking debrief. Stay tuned for more content soon.
Ha ha ha.